Hi, I didn't see any requirements as far as the video submission. So my name is Pedro Vasquez. I served in the U.S. Army for 8 years. I left as a staff sergeant. I served with two different units, well, three technically, because the first unit was 7 Special Forces Group. I served as a human resources specialist. I have my special operations support identifier. It was actually a really, really great experience. Right out of airborne school, I got orders to 7th Group, and it changed my life because, I got to go to a lot of awesome trainings. I got to learn a lot, see a lot. I jumped out of planes a lot, and then ultimately deployed. I went to Afghanistan. I went to Iraq, and when I got to Afghanistan, I served with Special Operations Task Force 73. And, I did 2 deployments with them. And then I ended up in Hawaii with Special Operations Command Pacific. And it was a great experience as well. I got a chance to enjoy paradise. Hawaii is a paradise. If anyone who's ever been, they can attest. And from that time in, I would say a lot of the experiences, they started to have like a delayed effect on me. Like there was like a very delayed effect on me as far as like, just we learned so many things as far as combat and how to prepare for it. But one of the things that I had to, with the it was a lot of help I got from the VA. They helped me, just to keep it in layman's terms, they helped me heal. Because one of the side effects or, effects of seeing what I saw and going through what I went through with my deployments and my experience in the Army, it was like one of those things where you can feel like something's wrong, but you can't quite, figure it out exactly what it is. And that's what it was. I definitely was going through some stuff, mental health related, and I seeked help at the VA, and they gave me a ton of help, and they've been helping me ever since. I mean, it's to the point where they accepted me into, after I got service connected, they accepted me into the VRE program, which they've been a great help as well. They bought me my computer, they helped me get set up with books, and they got me in classes going right away. Since I did HR in the Army, I said, well, it's a no-brainer. Do HR for your degree, and I know that this is already starting to be a rewarding experience for me because, I'm 3 semesters in, and I already had some college credit. So I'll be done this year at Middlesex, and then I'll transfer ultimately to CCSU or to UConn, and then I can work on the bachelor's and then ultimately my master's, because that's what my approval was for the program, to get a master's. And I'm actually really happy to be in school, because I'm like in a place where there's that stability that you can take for granted in the military. You get so much stability being active duty. You know where you got to be, what time you got to be there. And it was just like that organization. I got used to that. You literally can get used to discipline. So having discipline again, and like, as far as a student, focusing on my grades, and then making sure I'm there and I'm accountable every day for myself and going to class. And it's actually like really, I mean, like I said, the layman's terms, it's saved my life, because I've been meeting a lot of other veterans, and I've been able to just direct them in all the different programs and different organizations that are available to help them with whatever their circumstance or situation is. And it's been awesome because this school right here, I'm on VA approved work study right now. They also didn't have a veterans club. I guess they had one a while ago. So what I did is I said, well, let's get it back up and going. What do we need to do? So they said you got to have at least 5 members, and you have to elect officers. And once I got the group of veterans around me and I started letting them know that we should have a club going, they decided like, hey, look, Pedro, you started this all. Like, you should be the president. Whatever we need, we know that you're going to be on it, and then just let us know how we can help. And that right there touched me because it was like, wow, I'm back like in that staff sergeant squad leader role, or like these guys are my squad, and like they love and respect me enough to say, I'll follow you because I could see how much you care, how much effort you put in. And, sometimes, you know, as leaders, we don't always seek accolades, but what we do seek is we seek at least the clarity or the clarification that your efforts aren't in vain. Because as soon as I found out how to create the club, I made it happen. And now I'm the president of the club now. We're actually planning to go to Washington, D.C. to visit the White House. And the school's, approved funds for us to go. We're chartering a bus to go over there and do a visit. We have a great turnout. A good amount of us are going. And that's just one of the examples of just one of the things I've seen as far as what we got going on now. We actually have, we're called the Veterans Oasis. And it's basically not only like student senate, where student senate is a little separate. Where like if you're in the senate with the student senate, as far as this school, I'm pretty sure it's similar to all colleges. You're given an account, and within that bank account, that money goes directly to whatever you're going to do that has to do something with your club. And then, not only that, what's awesome about our club is we're not just connected to the Senate. We have two separate accounts. Our second account that we have is called our emergency fund account. So basically, any of the vets, and we've already helped 3 vets already this semester alone that we started. They let us know, like, hey, are you going through, like, let me know, guys. Like, if you need to talk to me one-on-one, if it could be in a group, I'll respect however you want to say it. Like, I don't want you to feel embarrassed. We all have gone through things as vets. I have. Go ahead and let me know what kind of financial hardship you're going through. And I can give you a couple examples, all right? So we have one guy, he is, he got his apartment recently. And he was told by Eversource, which is, the basically light company out here, we can't turn on the lights until you pay this balance of $800 that you owe us. And this is something that he had on him from years ago. So we said, okay, send us the Eversource bill. And he did. And we got him a check so he can go pay it and get his apartment. So now he's comfortably in his apartment with his lights on because of us. We had another vet who they went through a divorce, and they're splitting childcare costs and all type of costs, to be a good co-parent. And then the spouse, the ex-spouse, is going through a 1-year internship for the next 12 months and is not going to be getting paid for it because that's the career that spouse chose. And we said, look, just after you pay childcare, go ahead and send us the receipt and we'll pay you. And we've been paying that veteran's monthly childcare until his ex-spouse starts getting paid again. I mean, we've been doing such amazing things just in the spring semester alone. I feel like I have purpose again, So the reason why I request a scholarship is because, even though I am getting tuition assistance, the thing is that what ends up happening is I don't know all the policies that are put in place as far as the student loans that I've taken in the past, but I know that that's a debt that I have to consolidate in the future. I know once I ultimately, these next 3 to 5 years in school, I get my degree, that's what I would want help with. I would want the scholarships to help me in those federal, those FAFSA loans, because I don't want to go through all this work, get the job, and then these scholarships that, can help me right now can just be money that helps me not have that be an issue when I'm done. And I could really use that. I could really use that extra help. I think every veteran can use it. Like, I'm not just applying. I'm telling other veterans about this scholarship that are on the campus and telling them, hey, you have to do a video submission, go to their website, apply, and then, they pick a veteran who they're going to help. And I thought that this was such a great and wonderful opportunity because that's what the money would go towards. It can go towards me not having to worry about that debt once I'm done. And, I can go into the workforce to another form of stability, organization and structure every day, without the hassle of worrying about, okay, how much do I owe in student loans? How much do I got to pay back? That's something that we all worry about and deal with because, it's like even though I guess policies are coming out where there's going to be maybe debt forgiveness and all that stuff, I just want to not just be hoping for the best. I want to be proactive and put some kind of plan in place. And I want to apply for this scholarship. And, if you guys approve me, just know you'd be really helping secure a good amount of relief for a veteran who, I was able to have the privilege and honor to serve. And, it kind of sounds like maybe I'm asking for a handout or help. I don't like doing that. I feel like a lot of veterans, there's a pride, there's an ego, but you have to know something about me. When I had my mental health issues, it's the reason for my divorce. It's the reason for me being homeless. I was sleeping on a park bench for a while. Those kind of days were uneasy because, in the winter, fall, it's too cold to sleep at night. So I, wait till the sun came up, sleep then. Finally got up enough money from the different jobs I was working and saved up for a car. And it wasn't actually my car, it was a rental car. And then I would sleep in that. And finally I got an apartment. And, just that transition of going from homeless to I finally have a place to stay, and I'm working at the school, and I'm a student, is really just a testament of, how much opportunity there is out there and how much help there is for veterans. And this would really help me a lot. I mean, I'm not sure what else to say other than, if the application moving forward has any other information that it wants from me, an essay. I just saw that this was due a video submission, so I'll be uploading this. And definitely, if I'm somebody that you're considering, just know it'd be well appreciated. And, thank you. Thank you. This whole opportunity, as far as everything that the VA and all these opportunities like the Student Veterans website right here that I'm applying through, you have to know, you saved my life.